What up, chumbags? So here we are going to the final quarter of the year 2019. It's been a beautiful year so far. This is the second year that I've done the pig pen, and actually it's the third year. The first year I just kind of made it with some trash because I had caught a really big peacock bass. Actually, the story went is I seen a big peacock bass and I wanted to keep it, just to video it and to document it. So I went and built this like makeshift little pen out of trash and garbage and rocks in my backyard, and that's what I used, and then went and caught that fish and had him in there for the first year. Then after that fall and winter came, what happens is the water level drops really low. And with the water level being so low, the fish can still survive in there, but then a couple cold fronts will come in and the water temperature at the surface will drop to dangerous levels for peacock bass, which is below 65 degrees. So for that reason, usually in the end of the year, I'll empty it out and rebuild. So we did that the first year. The second year I rebuilt it a little bigger all by myself. Still didn't spend a penny on it. Just gathered up rocks around the neighborhood. In my backyard I had a whole bunch of miscellaneous shit, and I rebuilt it with a little bit of help of Cam, and that was 2 years ago, or that was last year. And that was pretty sufficient until the water level got really high during the rainy season. And then it got too high and the fish got out, and we just decided to rebuild this year. So this year, if you guys have followed along, we rebuilt it, and we just about got it high enough to where the water didn't go over. We had some nice fish in here. I got to record a couple spawns. It was very cool. The problem is that it still needs to be built a little higher, and also I want to build it out of all center blocks. With the way I have it built before, with, like I said, I didn't spend any money. It was just rocks and I salvaged. There was a lot of nooks and crannies and holes, so any type fish that were like under a pound could get out and get in, and it would also give little holes for the bigger fish to try to get in and out. It wasn't as sturdy as it needed to be. And now with my daughter living with me full time, I wanted to be able to have the pig pen have a lot of different species of fish instead of just peacock bass. I wanted to have little cichlids, bluegill, any type of fish that can live in that type of environment ecosystem, which is around 3 to 5 feet, with pretty high conditions in the summer months. Largemouth bass, they won't survive in here, but peacock bass, cichlids, even gar, placos, any tropical fish that's found down here in South Florida. So with that being said, what we have now done, as this year has passed, and as you can see, it is all overgrown down here. I had kicked down the wall over there to let all the fish out, and there's no fish living in here, and it's all pretty much overgrown with hydrilla and different things. Due to my daughter being here full time, we had a fence down right at the edge, and it really prevented anything from going on up here. But we took that fence down and built a new fence up here. So that is the first awesome thing, because now we have, I'd say, about 15 to 20 feet bank on the other side of the fence, which is going to allow me easier access to the pig pen. I cut down these trees that are over here. It was an almond tree and some other bullshit. So I'm really thinking about taking all the rocks that are built on the pig pen and then just lining them up against this side, making kind of like a seawall. And I was actually thinking about filling this up with sand and making a beach. So what I've decided to do is document this whole rebuild. It's going to take a couple weeks, months, probably not even till next year will it be done. But I want to do little time-lapse videos of me from start to finish. I started yesterday, just tore up some shit, chopped up these trees. But today I'm just gonna start cleaning up the banks even more and start pulling all this shit out. And then I'll pull all this shit out on the bank and let it dry out and then throw it away. And then we'll slowly start to move all these rocks that are on the outer wall and push them all on the inside and make like a seawall. And then what I'm gonna do is get center blocks, kind of like how they are right there, and line them up airtight. Well, not airtight, but tight enough that fish can't swim through them, all the way around, about 8 feet high. Because in the middle of the summer, beginning of summer, it gets probably about 6 feet high. So then I'll do that, and we're gonna build a little bridge right here to separate this little side, and this side was where we're gonna keep all the bait. And then this side is gonna be the nice little ecosystem for all the fish that we have. And then I'll be able to get a little kayak, and my daughter can ride around in here and look at the fish. And it'll be pretty cool. We might even extend it more. We might even do a little pond over here for something else. But it'll be a big project, and I just want to document the whole thing. So it's enjoyable for me because, like I said, I'm able to watch fish in their own natural habitat, see how they act, react. It kind of gives me more knowledge for fishing, and it's cool to watch. It's entertaining. And now with my daughter being here, I don't know why that just turned off, but for those reasons alone, and because now my daughter's here full time, I want to make it fun for her. Maybe even have a little kayak or a little boat where she can float around in here and do her thing. So it's cool. It'll be very interesting. So stay tuned, watch the whole rebuild. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. If you guys, anybody that's local wants to come help out, that's cool too. Appreciate you guys for following. I know it's been a while since I posted anything, but I'm gonna try to start getting back on it and putting some cool stuff out there. Appreciate the love. Oh, by the way, we got pig pen hats. We got sheesh hats. I got chum bag hats. I got all types of shit. So just hit me up if you like anything, man. Thanks a lot. Sheesh. All right, there you go. So I got a good hour in. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, but I'm old. I got a fake hip, so I can only do so much. But we got a nice little beginning. As you can see, tomorrow I'll just start clearing out some more. Thank you guys for following, subscribing, liking, and all that good stuff. Sheesh. Whew, I'm beat.